Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with a reading focused on your future spouse. So this will be focused on those of you who are wondering if the person you're connected to or thinking about for this reading is marriage material. So these are the decks that I will be focusing on for this reading. My Scenarios deck and the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon, and On the Horizon Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And of course, I'll go ahead and clarify it with my own tarot decks. So it is general advice as always. Only take parts of it that resonate for you and release the rest. And let's get into the messages, guys. Hello, Taurus. Let's begin. Let's take a look and see what it is that you need to know. So I'll be starting off with my Scenarios deck. This will give us an idea of any challenges that you might be dealing with in your partnership, or if there are particular qualities about it that are really nice. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What do we need to know when it comes to the person that you are focused on, Taurus? All right, here we go. All right, so we have a reversed card here. This is the Novice card. Tends to go after younger or inexperienced partners, only interested in intimacy. Older partner in the romantic connection, large age gap. So take it, whatever part of this is resonating with you, because for some of you, there is an age gap. Maybe you're either obviously the younger or older counterpart here, but you guys still get along great. Maybe if you relate to this, you've had a history of, you know, falling in love with those who are younger than you, especially if you are the older counterpart here. But that could be reversed, okay? So let's see what else. For Taurus, what else? Okay, so, I mean, there's something about those intimate moments, guys. We clearly see it here, sexual trysts, making love, intimate moments, physical chemistry. So we're seeing that the physical connection is amazing. Can it go beyond that? All right, so let's see what else. Can it go towards long-term commitment, marriage, building a life together? Undeniable desire. We are not questioning their attraction to you here, Taurus, and maybe your attraction to them. Passionate intimacy, intense chemistry. We are seeing it here. Instant attraction. So maybe the moment you guys met, the moment you guys laid eyes on each other, it was just unbelievably intense and passionate. Okay, let's grab one more here for Taurus. All right, well, we've got undercover lover here, so this could be a challenge for some of you. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that every single person tuning in and watching this had an experience with infidelity in the partnership, but it is coming through. So, you know, take it if it applies to your situation: cheating partner, suspicious partner, third party, infidelity, and trust issues. Now, part of the reason perhaps why we're getting so many cards here pertaining to the physical, intimate connection, some of this might have something to do with a third party. So if it's not with you, Taurus, then this is a huge challenge perhaps that has contributed maybe to tower moments or disagreements and arguments between you and your person, especially if you felt like they just were not 100% committed to you. All right, so we'll go ahead and clarify this and see what's going on, because that is why we're taking a look at the energy. Are they, you know, the type of person that you want to invest in lifelong, or are they just really playing with your affections? Are you just an option? All right, so let's find out. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What is the vibe when it comes to this? All right, I must say we've got the Moon followed by the Knight of Wands. So it does seem here that this person has either lied to you about, you know, infidelity, or you just couldn't trust them. They could also have been the type of person that was in and out of your life because they weren't really ready to commit 100%. So you might be questioning, it's like, are they really marriage material? I know I'm into this person. When we're together, it's great. But when they're not with me, you wonder if they are with somebody else. And that may be a possibility. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, though. So it's coming through with that and the Three of Wands. I feel this might reflect certainly a part of your experience with this person, but it does seem here that they're wanting to change that type of behavior. So it really comes down to you being able to trust them. What does the future look like? I know that the way it's coming through, that's probably a big concern of yours, especially if you really feel like this is my person. I want to marry them. I want to be with them for the rest of my life. But if they've got one foot out the door, if they're messing around with other people, where does that leave me? You know, and that's very hurtful. Interesting. Okay, King of Cups, followed by the Judgment. We've got the Six of Wands, okay. And then we have the Chariot here. So what am I getting is the masculine. So Divine Feminine, if you have had a masculine that was promiscuous, they lied, they got themselves mixed up in third parties, I really am getting here that there has been a shift towards that behavior and they've changed. Because ultimately they know that the life that they want to build is with you. The Chariot is giving you the opportunity to see this and the direction that it's going. It does paint this particular picture where you can overcome the challenges. As the King of Cups, this is a masculine whose heart is completely open to loving you. They don't have any, you know, third-party agenda. The Judgment card picking up off of the past, you know, it literally is like a wake-up call for this masculine. They want to be able to find happiness in their life, and they know that third parties, it's not really going to get them there. I feel their heart, their happiness lies with you. And so if you're really wondering, can your masculine be marriage material? I feel in the past, they weren't. They weren't looking to settle down. They just wanted to, you know, have fun. And that could have been a problem where they were in and out of your life as well as other people. But, you know, the masculine is now coming through as the Emperor. So this is a masculine who is ready to show you, Divine Feminine, that you really are the one. You're the Empress, you know, in his heart. All right, so let's continue. Let's see what else we can find out here. But I really like the way that kind of turned itself around, because just the first few cards that we saw, it was very challenging. So there could have been cheating involved, you know, lying, infidelity, trust issues. But this is a masculine who's really wanting to turn things around for the two of you. All right, so let's see what else we can find out here. Taurus. Divine Feminine, here you are. Okay, so that doesn't surprise me, because I feel we have a masculine who is really wanting to let you know that you are the person that they intend to really dedicate their life to. Look at this, past love. I really like the way that this is coming through, old footage. You know, the old narrative of what you had to deal with this person, if they cheated on you or if you suspected that they were doing that. So I really get from this person that they want this to be in the past, and they want to be able to really prove to you that they're more focused on a future with you rather than focusing on the past, because some of those moments could have been really hurtful. Look at this. Trials of love. They've learned their lesson here, or they're in the process of learning it, and ultimately knowing, Divine Feminine, that if they start messing around or if they continue that type of behavior, that you're gone, that you will forever be gone, that you will move on. And look at this. We've got the masculine coming through now. So this is a masculine who certainly feels your presence and really wants to be there for you in the way perhaps that they haven't been, you know, that maybe they weren't fully present. And it's interesting that this is the next card. We've got Pendulum. So maybe, Divine Feminine, you've come to this reading because you're not sure. It's like, which way is this going to swing? Is it going to be a yes? Is it going to be a no? Because in the past, their commitment was a little bit wishy-washy. I feel there's been a shift truly in that type of experience with your masculine. Let me grab a card or two from On the Horizon Oracle here. And then we'll clarify again with tarot. All right, what else do we need to know here? Oh my goodness. Twin flame, guys. Have you felt that this is your twin? It certainly is clarifying that here. You guys belong together. You know, even a twin flame connection can have its ups and downs, and it can even go into separation. But I feel the stars will align truly to help guide you guys back to each other if you are in separation, or you might be together, but just going through some stuff right now. And maybe, you know, you're a little bit uncertain as to whether or not this can withstand the test of time. Certainly marriage, right? That type of commitment. But I feel your person is coming through here to meet you where you're at, to meet you on the level that you're at when it comes to the future and where you want to be. So I love that. All right, so let's clarify. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. Oh, wow, High Priestess. Followed by the Eight of Cups. Okay. So I feel, Divine Feminine, your masculine knows that if they revert back to cheating, lying, creating trust issues, that you're out. You know, you're not going to mess around. As much as you love your masculine, you know, as much as you want that, the Ten of Cups, to get married, to really live your life for the rest of your life together and be completely content and happy, this is what you want. And I feel this is a masculine who's ready to give it to you. And they also have recognized through the lessons that they have learned that if they truly go back to those old ways, they will lose you and lose you forever. Look at this. We've got the star. So this is manifestation of a wish. And it could be manifestation of a wish for both of you, wanting to work this out, wanting to live the life that you want, to get married, again, to have a family together, to share a home together, build a life, an amazing life, and an amazing future together. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Not only will you guys thrive in your relationship, but I feel even financially, the two of you together, I swear, the 10 of Pentacles reminds me of a power couple. You know, you're both contributing to the household. You're both contributing to making your lives really prosper and thrive. And that looks fantastic to me, honestly. Two of Wands. Temperance. So all this looks great. But I feel that the story needs to continue. You know, there's more chapters to this love story between the two of you. I feel, yes, they're absolutely looking at the future and they don't want to live it without you. But it's going to take time for this to unfold and to develop. So if you're not seeing it with your own eyes right now in the 3D, that doesn't mean it cannot happen when it is meant to happen. Because I really do feel, Taurus, that when it comes to you and this connection, even though time is involved, at the end of this whole cycle of waiting, you'll be so incredibly pleased and happy that it's really turning out in your favor. All right, guys, so that looks really good to me. If you're interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box. Of course, all of these decks featured here will be linked as well. Thanks so much, guys. I'll catch you next time.